Hello everyone, my name is Kania and welcome to our session about SPT, the Tax Return Report. Alright, first, what is SPT? SPT stands for Surat Pemberitahuan. It's our official tax return form. This form is used to report our income, tax payment, and assets. It follows Indonesian tax regulations, showing we're honest, responsible citizens. SPT has several important functions. Let's see how it helps different people. First, for individual taxpayers, SPT helps us report and calculate income tax correctly. And for taxable entrepreneurs, SPT serves as a way to report and account for the actual amount of VAT and luxury good tax owed. For tax withholders or collectors, SPT is used to report and account for the tax they have withheld or collected and then remit. Now that we know the function of SPT, let's move on to its type: the monthly SPT and the annual SPT. The monthly SPT is a report every month for certain taxes like PPH 21, PPH 23, and VAT. And the annual SPT is submitted once a year by individual and corporate taxpayers. Let's take a closer look at the form used for annual SPT. Form 1770SS is for employees earning under 60 million rupiah annually. Form 1770S is for employees earning over 60 million rupiah annually with multiple employers or additional taxable income. Form 1770 is for individuals with business, freelance, multiple employees, final tax or other income. And then Form 1771 is the annual tax return for company reporting income, expense, and tax owed. Now, let's learn how to report your SPT step by step. First, obtain the SPT form. You can download it online or get it directly from your tax office. Next, make sure to fill out your SPT correctly, completely, and clearly. Correctly means your report must be accurate in calculation, writing, and according to the real situation and tax rules. Completely means your report must include every part, all income, tax object, and required information must be there. Clearly means you must show where your income comes from. Every source must be transparent and easy to understand. Then, send your complete SPT to confirm that all the information you provided is true and accurate. Finally, submit your complete SPT either online through the official system or directly at your nearest tax office. Now that we've chosen the right forms, let's look at the deadline for submitting SPT report. 1. For the individual taxpayers, the annual SPT must be submitted by March 21st of the following year. For companies, the annual SPT is due by April 30 report. But what happens if you're late in submitting your SPT? Let's find out. If we submit our SPT late, there are administrative fines depending on the type of report. For individuals, the fine is 100,000 rupiah. For corporation, 1 million rupiah, and for monthly VAT reports, 500. But don't worry, as long as we report on time, we can avoid this fine easily. Now, let's see a simple example of how to fill out your SPT form correctly step by step. Let's look at a case example of an individual taxpayer named Septiana Ningrum. She worked as a finance staff at PT Sejahtera Raya Abadi, located at Jalan Mendung number 4, Jebres, Surakarta. Septiana is unmarried and has no dependents. As a permanent employee, Septiana owns several assets that must be reported in her annual tax return. Her list of assets include cash and savings, a vehicle, a laptop, and a smartphone in addition to her assets. Septiana also has a liability of vehicle installment debt. Based on the previous explanation, Septiana is required to file her annual tax return using Form 1770SS. In this case, the taxpayer's name is Septiana Ningrum with a tax identification number of 48.245.356.521.000. She worked as a finance staff at PT Sejahtera Raya Abadi and located on Jalan Mendung No. 4, Jebres, Surakarta. Septiana is unmarried and has no dependents. Next, Septiana fills in the income tax section on her Form 1770SS. In this section, she reports her total annual gross income of 59,500,000 rupiah. From this amount, she deducts allowable expense of 2,975,000 rupiah as listed in box 13 of her Form 1721A1. Then she enters her non-taxable income of 54 million rupiah, corresponding to her status as a single individual with no dependents or TK0. After this deduction, her taxable income amounts to 2,525,000 rupiah. Based on this figure, her income tax payable is 126,250 rupiah. That is example how to fill out SPT 1770SS. Make sure all of them fill in correctly. Every time we report our tax choices correctly, we're helping to build a better future for everyone.